How long does it take to climb Kilimanjaro? The quick answer is 5 to 9 days. But before you book a short route, you should be aware that the success rate changes dramatically based upon how much time is allocated to the route. Mount Kilimanjaro is known as a walk-up mountain, but you shouldn't underestimate it and its risks. The overall statistics show that less than half of all climbers reach the summit. This table shows the Kilimanjaro success rates as reported by the National Park in 2006. The overall success rates for all routes is just 45%. For 5-day routes, the success rate is very low at 27%. For 6-day routes, the success rate improves to 44%. For 7-day routes, 64%. For 8-day routes, 85%. And there's no data for routes longer than 8 days. From this information, we could draw some obvious conclusions. Spending more days on the mountain increases your chances of reaching the top. Therefore, the key to a safe, successful climb is to take the longest route possible. There are minimum days for each of Kilimanjaro's main climbing routes. However, that shouldn't be confused with the recommended days for each route. We recommend adding an extra day or two to your trip to help you acclimatize to the altitude. We encourage customers to take 7 to 9 day routes for the best chance of success and the lowest risk of altitude sickness. Our preferred routes are the 8-day Lemosho route and the 9-day Northern Circuit route. The truth about success rates. Some companies boast that their overall summit success rates are greater than 90%. We've seen competitor advertisements representing that they have 95, 98, even 100% success rates. I wouldn't be surprised if an operator advertises that they have achieved a 150% success rate. The truth is that all of these figures are statistically impossible, and you shouldn't believe these claims. Unless these outfitters are pre-screening climbers, taking a very small number of climbers per year, or leading climbs only on 8 or more day routes, achieving those high success rates would be impossible to maintain for even a short period of time. Every guide company knows this, but unfortunately, they don't mind stretching the truth for marketing purposes. We're not about making misleading or blatantly false statements. Our real success rates are considerably greater than those reported by the National Park. For instance, our 8-day Lemosho route regularly achieves a success rate of 90 to 95%, which is 5 to 10% better than what the park reported for all climbers. Our clients tell us all the time that they wouldn't have made it to the summit without the advice and support of our guides. We have a consistent record of achieving high success rates year after year, and we'd gladly put our success rates against any success rates of other companies. Don't rush your Kilimanjaro climb. Our primary concern is that you have a safe, enjoyable, and memorable trip. Yes, it's possible to climb the mountain in 5 or 6 days, but why take the chance? Some clients want to minimize their days on the mountain in order to save costs, which is understandable. But we feel that the additional cost is well worth it. Not only is it safer, but you increase the probability of your success. You'll have more time to enjoy the experience, you can see other parts of the mountain you'd otherwise miss, and you'll probably feel better, much better as well. If you're thinking of taking a short route, ask yourself this. How would you feel if you had to turn around within the first few days because your rate of ascent was too quick? Wouldn't you rather have added a couple of days to your trip and give yourself a better chance? Were the savings you got for not taking additional days worth the cost of cutting your climb short, not making it to the summit, or even worse, putting your health at risk? Kilimanjaro World Records. You may have read stories of people climbing Kilimanjaro in a matter of hours instead of days. How is this possible? The athletes who attempt these feats are acclimatized to the elevation of the entire mountain prior to their attempt. They camp at high altitudes until they're fully acclimated. This is the only way to avoid acute mountain sickness while attempting speed records. The record for the fastest summit is held by Karl Egloff of Switzerland. He climbed to the peak in just 4 hours and 56 minutes. He also holds the record for the fastest ascent and descent, completing the round trip in 6 hours 42 minutes. The fastest summit by a female is Christina Madsen of Denmark. She made it to the summit in 6 hours and 52 minutes. The fastest unaided ascent and descent was completed by Simon Mitsui of Tanzania. He carried his own food, water, and clothing and finished the round trip in 9 hours 19 minutes. The youngest climber to summit Kilimanjaro is Colton Tanner of the USA. He made it to the top of Kilimanjaro at just 6 years old. And finally, the oldest person to climb Kilimanjaro is Ann Lorimer of the USA, who summited at the age of 89. And I'm very proud that Ann made her record-breaking attempt with us, Ultimate Kilimanjaro, in 2019. If you're interested in climbing Kilimanjaro, you don't have to have your sights set on breaking any world records. When it comes to climb duration, the message I want to drill home is this: the longer the route, the better your chance of summiting, and the safer it is. We recommend 8 and 9 day routes because historically, we can achieve greater than 90% success rates with these routes. 7 days is the absolute minimum that we would recommend if you don't have the time for a longer trip. If you want to know more, visit ultimatekilimanjaro.com and we'll help you plan every aspect of your climb. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you at the summit.